Hey guys, hope y'all are having a good day. I'm going to go ahead and go over what is next for you all. This is going to be taking us through the weekend. Woo! Getting closer to Thanksgiving break. Hallelujah. Now, this is pedigrees. This is how we show traits being passed down in different generations. Now, I went over asexual reproduction with you guys. Now, the main thing here is showing traits. This is sexual reproduction going through here, okay? Now, I'm going to show you guys how this happens, all right? So you click on this right here. This is a PDF for a Cami. If you open it this way, make sure you guys try to start hitting that save button, okay? I know a lot of you all, I think the new Cami update, make sure you guys hit save, okay? And now, and in here, it's describing pedigree charts, okay? So this first part here is, I'm going to go over that with you after I go through this slideshow, okay? Just a little short slideshow. It's right here. Now, this is just an example of a pedigree of, for instance, the Star Wars family tree. Now, the difference is here, it shows the lines of how this all passed down and everything, but excuse me, the women are usually shown in circles and the men are shown in squares in most Punnett squares. Now this, or pedigrees, excuse me. This is Harry Potter's pedigree, just another example. Now, this is important for us to watch here. What are pedigree charts? You guys need to watch that yourself to give you further explanation, okay? Now, for any family, usually it is males are shown in squares and females are shown in circles, whether it be dogs, cats, humans, whatever. To show the pattern of inheritance, which is traits being passed down through different generations, males are shown as squares and females are shown as circles. Now, each generation that you guys see right here is shown with a Roman numeral, and each person in a generation is numbered. The trait that is expressed is shown as the shaded shape. So let's say that it is brown hair or normal feet is what the example is going to be using here. Now, this is the first generation, parental generation. This is the marriage line, just to show you that this is where the trait comes from. And this is to show you that their trait has literally been passed down. And as you can see here, the father shows the trait. The mother does not. And in the next generation, generation 2 right here, their children, the girl shows the trait, but the 2 boys do not. So in generation 1, 1 shows it, 1, 2 doesn't. In Roman numeral 2, 1 shows the trait. Roman numeral 2, 2, and 2, 3 do not. Okay, so that's how that is expressed. Now, here we can see that individual 1, Roman numeral 1, 1 shows it. Now, which is the male. His daughter, 2, 1 shows the trait. His sons do not show the trait. Okay, so now let's look at this pedigree. Now, I have numbered the generations and each person in it. This is generation 1, numbers 1 and 2. We see here that the mother shows the trait. And in their line, she passed it down to one of her sons, which is 2, 5. This is the number here. Number it left to right. Okay. Now, they have 3 children. You can see that their line is connected there. This is child 1, child 2, and child 3. Ours are known generation 2, 1, 2, 3, and 2, 5. Okay. So now this line shows who they have had children with, their offspring. Okay. And their children, their offspring, their children, their offspring. So which males show the trait? Remember, that's the shaded ones. So we can see that generation 2, 5 does, 3, 2, and 3, 3 show the trait, and 4, 1 shows the trait. Now, 6 individuals overall show the trait, but only those 4 males. Okay. Now, determining genotypes. Start with what you know. So in this, you start with what you know. In this case, this is normal feet and this is webbed feet. So the capital N, which is dominant, stands for webbed feet, normal feet. And the lowercase n, which we know there has to be 2 of them to show, both traits have to be recessive, is the webbed feet. Okay. So since shaded shows the trait, all shaded are homozygous recessive, meaning they have both their genes saying they have webbed feet. All unshaded have at least one dominant gene. So in this, we're just worrying about what their genotypes are. Okay, so this is what they're showing. Now, We know that in this, we have a father who is normal, a mother with webbed feet. So we know that all their kids down here are going to have, a carrier at least for that gene. They're all going to have at least one lowercase n because that's all their mother can pass down. Okay? Now, down through this way is where it gets a little more confusing. Now, this person, we know that whenever we do our Punnett square, we know that the only thing that their mother can pass down is that lowercase n, is that webbed feet gene. So they're going to have a carrier of this. And the same here. The only thing that the father can pass down here is a lowercase n, indicating the webbed feet, but they do not show the trait because of that dominant gene. And here, this one is going to be a little more confusing. Let's not worry about that. Let's only worry about the ones we know for now, okay? Just wanted to go over that with you all. All right? Now, looking at individuals 4-1 and his parents, in order for him to be lowercase n or homozygous recessive, he had to have inherited his recessive genes from his parents, okay? Since his parents don't show the recessive traits, they both have to be capital N, lowercase n, okay? That's just a way to help you all out. You don't have to write it down. I have it here for you. Now, determining genotypes. Keep working up that way, okay? So what is the only possible genotype for 2-4? So we know that 2 is this generation, and we know that 4 is going to be right over here. Now, looking up here, we know that this is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's that simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have the oldest and their spouse, 2, the middle one, and then the youngest one and their spouse. Okay, so we know then, sorry for these emails coming up and kind of disrupting us. So now, what is the only possible genotype for 2-4? The only one that could be is the lowercase n, because they pass down that trait to their offspring. Remember, we get one from our mother, one from our father. The mother had to have passed down that lowercase n, or that webbed foot gene, right? So now, what is the only possible type for 1-1, which is up here? Now, for them to pass down and have a child with the webbed foot gene, the only thing possible is the lowercase n, okay? They had to have at least one because they have a child with that. They had to get one from their mother, one from their father. Now, keep working up that way. Can you determine the genotype of individual 4-2? All right, now, this one, you have a possibility of different ones here. Now, but they can either be capital N, or capital N, lowercase n. She does not show the gene. However, there's a possibility that they have that lowercase letter here because of the genotypes of their parents, okay? Now, going from here, we now bounce over to our pedigrees PDF. That is this Cami. So what you guys need to do here, a pedigree for any family, whether it be dogs, cats, or humans, shows the pattern of inheritance in a family for a specific trait. Males are shown as squares and females are shown as circles. Each generation is shown as Roman numeral to the side, and each person in that generation is numbered. So now, let's observe the pedigree. The trait is being expressed, of course, is shaded. Observe the pedigree, number the generations, and each person on that pedigree. So this is going to be similar to what we had. We have capital I here because that is Roman numeral 1, showing first generation. This one down here is Roman numeral 2, showing the second generation. This one over here, I'm going to put it right here in the middle to make it easier to see. This is Roman numeral 3 because of it being third generation. And then the fourth generation here is going to be IV4 for the fourth generation. Okay? And now we have to number each one of them. Now as we go through each generation, 1, just simple, through each one. 2. Then we have 1, 2, and so on and so forth, right down the line. Okay? So I wanted to show you guys that to give you all an idea of what to do. I want to give you all an idea. Now, what you all need to do, using that example, Watch the video, watch my video again if you need to. How many individuals show the trait? How many males show the trait? I already went through that with you on the slideshow. Okay. Now, this is for you all to do. Now, this is also for you guys to do using the slides and using the video. I will go over this with you all Thursday. I want you guys to do as much as you can, and we will go over it on Thursday. Okay. I want to make sure you guys have a good understanding here. Go ahead and do that. This is just examples of Punnett squares to make sure we have practice. Okay. Now, just wanted to give you all that. This is what you all have to do. I will review it with you all on Thursday. If you have any questions, please reach out. And this is going to be due Friday. Okay. If you guys don't have any questions, please email me, use Remind, however you can. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.